What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the Cool One, aka Cool T, or Mr. Chandler, whichever you want to choose. Representing Chucktown, South Carolina to the fullest, man. This is the album review of LaChat, album called Dramatize. LaChat, album called Dramatize. This album came out in 2004 under Rap Hustlaz. Y'all know with Nakia Shine, Jack Frost, the whole Rap Hustler group. This album came out after LaChat left 3 6 Mafia, or I should say Hypnotized Camp Posse, because he wasn't an official member of 3 6 Mafia. Let me give the people the credits who made the beats for this album. The producers were Lil Pizzy, Street Knock, Slice T. I remember Slice T, man. He used to make some hard beats back in the day. Nakia Shine, Boogaloo. Those are all the producers for this album. Let's go with the songs now. The first one is called is the intro. This is actually a banging intro, you know what I'm saying? That beat go hard. LaChat came through, rips the hell up on this track here. Nakia Shine also say LaChat is the queen of Memphis, and I'm going to talk about that at the end of the review. But anyway, this is a bumping track right here. Nice way to start off this album. Dramatize is actually a pretty nice track. LaChat came through with some pretty nice verses and all that good stuff. Overall, I think it's a pretty solid track for me. Whatever, this is a pretty nice track also. It sounds more like a national anthem type music. Kinfolks is on there and Nakia Shine is screaming as usual throughout the song. Round and Round. This is, to me, was more of a single to me. I'm surprised they haven't came out with a video. They didn't came out with a video. This featured Mike Jones and Nakia Shine. This is actually a pretty nice track. Even though this is not my content to listen, because they talking about rims and all that stuff. Who, Mike Jones, that type of thing. I haven't heard a verse that I didn't hear him say that on, really. Nakia Shine came through, you know, with the hook and all that stuff. Overall, it's still a pretty nice track. Skittles, Pop a Pill. This features Nakia Shine again and Jack Frost. This is actually a pretty tight song. This talking about the pill poppers and all that good stuff. I guess you can call it good stuff. Overall, the song's banging, man. The beat's banging. LaChat came through with a nice verse. Nakia Shine came through with an alright verse. Jack Frost came nice, you know, on the song. Still getting my click lick. Not me. That's the name of the song. This is more of a female version of the song. That was the name of DJ Paul's song. This is the female version. This song's actually pretty good. Although I would not play it like that, you know what I'm saying, because it's from a female perspective. But it's from an old school joint, you know what I'm saying. You know, they sample it from there, but I don't know what song it's from. But LaChat came through with some pretty nice verses, you know. Again, I say this is from a female perspective. I wouldn't recommend a lot of males to be playing it like that, but hey, whatever makes you happy. Use What You Got, that's the next name. This features Ericka Kane and Nakia Shine. Basically, they're talking about you gotta use what you got to get what you want. Basically, your skills, talent, whatever you have, and try to expand it to make success. Overall, this is a pretty nice song. Kind of like a laid back track there. LaChat came through with some pretty nice verses. You know, I haven't heard any really bad verses from her. Smoke Junt. This is a banger right here. This is probably one of my favorites on this album. Anything that has to do with smoking with LaChat, you know it's gonna be a banger. If y'all remember that song called Love to Get High off of Murda She Spoke, you can compare that to this, you know what I'm saying? This is off the freaking hook, man. That beat is bumping, the hook is bumping, LaChat came with some pretty tight verses. I mean, for the smokers, you know what I mean? Next one called First and 15th. This features Juvenile and Kinfolk Jones. You might well say his name Nakia Shine. What the hell, why he changed his name? But this is a pretty solid track for me. They just saying they get paid on the 1st and 15th. Y'all know most social people, you know, with food stamps, they get that date. Juvenile came through. He got a solid verse there. And I think Kinfolk Jones is on this song, and you know, it's alright, it ain't bad. The next one is called Have My Money. This is a sample from Isley Brothers. Y'all know him, y'all know the song. I don't know the actual name of that song, but I'm trying to think of another song that has this sample. Koopsta nigga called About to Lose My Mind. If y'all heard that song, it almost sounds similar to this, but it's more of a faster version. This is actually a pretty tight track. Basically talking about y'all better have my money and all that stuff to all the fellas that's getting pimped. Where Was You? This features Nakia Shine again. This is probably one of my favorite tracks also on here. This is on some real personal stuff. The chat basically talking about the members of 3 6 Mafia on this song and some other cats on there, you know, basically saying she was there with them throughout the whole times, but then when she needed their help, they turned their backs, act like she never existed, that sort of thing, you know. I'm really feeling this track because it's on some real stuff, man. Basically situations that the chat been through. Tell Me Anything. This is an alright track here. The chat basically talking about men that cheat on their gals, wives, all that stuff, and she just saying these guys will tell me anything to try to get with her and blah blah blah. It's not bad, you know, it's different. It's almost like an R&B track in a way. Again, more of a female perspective. Next one called Running to That Biatch. This features a street knock. This is actually a pretty tight track here. This is more like a crunk get buck type song, and it goes hard, man. This is probably another banger that I recommend for y'all to listen to. Tommy Rich came through with a hard verse. I think he's taking shots at Frasier Boy, you know, on that line. He said, I think I see somebody watching me or something like that, because I remember a song Frasier Boy had called that, but I could be wrong. It could just be giving them respect, who knows. Hard Hittaz, that's the next name of the track. This features the Hard Hittaz. I don't know who they all consist of, so my bad. This is actually another pretty tight track. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think she's on the song. The Hard Hittaz, the whole group was on there. This is actually a pretty nice track, you know what I'm saying? They did a Thug Thizzle. You Don't Want None. This is pretty, to me, this is a pretty nice track. I like that beat on there. That beat is bumping. I like the bass line and everything else on there. The chat came through with a solid verse this time, but this beat is bumping. I guarantee most of y'all would like it. And the last one is called The Return. This featured Kinfolks, you know, the whole group, Nakia Shine, all of them, Jack Frost, you know, them people. The chat came through with a nice verse. The rest of them came pretty nice. Overall, the song is bumping, man. I really like this. They basically tell me it's the return, and I think Nakia Shine taking shots at those that diss him, telling them, hey, release my date, release my you know, the date that drop the album if you're gonna keep dropping my name on songs. That's all the songs I reviewed for this album. To rate this, I will give it an 8.5 out of a 10. A solid 8.5. The chat shows her skills. He proved that she could make it without hypnotized minds. There's not really any bad songs on there in my opinion, even though it could be some songs that could be approved, but not really any bad songs. This was actually the only album that the chat came through with Rap Hustlaz. And the argument about the Queen of Memphis, you know, it's funny that people ask who is the Queen of Memphis, because the chat never really says she's a queen of Memphis. She never says it. While Gangsta Boo says all the time that she's the Queen of Memphis, you know what I mean? So I always ask myself, is the Queen of Memphis is someone who's not actually saying it, or someone who keeps saying it? You know what I'm saying? The action speaks louder. If I have to keep telling myself I'm the king of Chucktown or whatever, I have to keep saying that, then most likely it's not true. The one that stay low key and do all the work, or they show their actions more than just saying what they are, I give respect where it's due. That's pretty much it, man. Y'all know me, I can talk a lot. Shout out to LeChat for dropping this album here. I recommend all LeChat fans, all Memphis fans, to cop this CD right here. And you know what? Let me add one more thing, because I remember a long time ago when I bought this album the first time, this Kinfolks was supposed to drop, and I had a extra CD. It was a Kinfolks Street Wars Volume 2 that I had that came with it. And unfortunately, I don't think they sell it like that anymore. But this, I bought it when it first came out in 2004. So I bought this CD probably like not too long ago, and then came out. They didn't have the other CD. But that's it, man. Shout out to all the producers and shout out to all the features on this album. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another video. Alright, peace.